Kansas City Water building a new facility with what they call a new efficient and environmentally friendlier system.
Construction is underway and it's expected to be completed in 3 years. 41 Action News reporter Dan Cohen joins us live in KCMO this morning with what this means for you at home. So Dan, this facility will be one of only a few in the country when it opens, correct?
Yes, Taylor and Ray, one of 9 in the United States, according to Kansas City Water. We're here at the Blue River wastewater facility off of I-435, and the work that is done here, it keeps our water flowing, it keeps our toilets flushing. It is important behind-the-scenes work that must be monitored at all times, and that work includes doing things and figuring things out in a sustainable way for the future. And this new facility that is being built here will remove incinerations from the solid removal process, which previously produced greenhouse gases. Now it will produce biomethane, an energy source for electricity that makes KC Water more environmentally friendly.
Anytime we can produce something that reduces that impact, that's helpful. In and of itself, we're not one single customer that's going to make a difference, whether this portion of the grid stays alive or whether it doesn't. But what we can do is do our part with our technology to support the greater good.
This facility behind me was built in the 1960s, so these upgrades will move Kansas City Water forward into the future. Taylor and Ray, an important point for Kansas City Water customers. This project will not increase their rates alone. Those rates have gone up in recent years, but this new $150 million project will not affect rates moving forward.
It's so interesting, Dan, because it's something we don't ever think about, and we don't ever want to think about, honestly, that how the things are working in our plumbing. You just want it to be done well, done correctly, and be safe. But because of the pandemic, it's been thought of a little bit differently, specifically wastewater over the course of the last year. Talk more about that, if you would.
Yeah, Taylor, wastewater testing has been valuable in the United States and really internationally for testing for the coronavirus, identifying where outbreaks happen and where they might happen in the future. We have done previous stories on this on 41 Action News. They've been monitoring the presence of COVID-19 variants in the state of Missouri. Kansas is expanding wastewater testing as well. And Kansas City, Missouri is involved in a program to detect COVID-19 in waste. This is something that is very valuable, something that we didn't think of early on in the pandemic, but it's become an important tool for researchers and scientific leaders to determine where these outbreaks can and will happen in the future.
Dan, I'm sorry, Dan, I've got to ask, the sounds we're hearing in the background, is that construction being done on the water facility? Because it sounds almost like work being done, or is that just the work of maintaining the water supply?
It's actually not construction or water work at all. This facility is right off of the train tracks, and we know that it's very active here in the Northland off of 435. So we've got a train going by right now, just part of the morning commute on the railway this morning.
That's exactly right. All right, Dan, thank you.
Thanks so much, Dan.